of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, joined by my partner, Brock Heward. It's going to be Chad Ryland to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. More of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
From the gun is Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got first and 10 at the 44. Prescott to throw once more. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Wait for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
They got out ahead of that one, a good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Prescott now on third down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what will be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And we put everything he's got behind it. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Murray to throw here on 3rd. He's got Jones for the completion. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gain in the future.
Diving right side, got it! And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. He brings it in. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Marcus Epps making the play.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
27 yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down.
Murray keeps it. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Murray. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First and 10 now from the 30. Dak to the air here. Hits him on the in route. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Spears running behind center. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Dak now from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys with a slim 2-point lead early. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Cardinals 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. And off to Benton to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Finds the in route complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Oh, he's keeping it again. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They're going play action. It's Murray. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
They give on second to Benson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cardinals take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Trey Benson, the touchdown! So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
14, Cowboys 10.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Dak out of the pistol. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
There on the coverage.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Third and long for him here. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's good for the Cowboys.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Straight ahead with Williams. He is down to the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. His entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This is second and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 20.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Into traffic, complete! And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Now, tight ends, these guys, not the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
The give to Spears, running right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Fullback trying to power it across. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys hold a slim 2-point lead early. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Operate now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. Pitching it out to Benson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. Keeps away from one. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Murray on the play fake. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Benson on the counter. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Murray on 3rd down. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Murray. And they take this in for the score. The Cardinals take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
21. Cowboys 17.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Yeah, here we go! Like that,
1st down, here's Dak. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he He's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl rock, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
There you go. 26.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah!
Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one...
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
1st and 10, Murray. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah! There we go, boys!
Play action, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
From the red zone on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
Yeah.
All 100 yards have been into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Play action now for Prescott. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you continue. You've worked on it all week. Continue to get to it.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. And if you like scoring, well, no doubt this dude's been one of your favorite quarterbacks to watch this season. That is rushing touchdown number 10 on the year. He's really had a running back's nose for the end zone every time he's taken the field. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Benson on 1st and 10. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Play action now, Murray. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Murray sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's a screen to Benson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. but it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try it right with Benson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Looking underneath here. Benson. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Look to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cardinals facing a deficit near the break. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hand off to Benson from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun on this 3rd down, it's Murray. Forced out to his right. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 14. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Shaking off the pin quickly. He's going to throw. Makes the catch. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
Yeah!
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
That incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. That's the first down, and he's still going. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down to that 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with
Our
Scott
look around
Hansen.
the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the reigning AFC champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's Ray Davis. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bills wind up taking this one by a touchdown. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Puka Nacua. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Rams get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Colts get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab inbound. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second and 3 now. Play action now. Murray makes the connection to James Conner. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down, ball at the 36. Now Murray on the play fake. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Cardinals, first down. A gain of 11.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Murray keeps it. Big gain has them across the 40. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
The give now to Benson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Murray sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Carried by Spears to start the drive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Ingeron now. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Benson now from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, third down. Buying some time right. They'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Into the hands of Pickett. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Completes it again to Pickens. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe along the Cardinals side of the field.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that means 3rd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Spears, another pistol here. They'll cobble together a yard there. Zayden Collins in on the tackle.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Yeah!
Here's Dak. Going back to that Pickens well again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target we trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Five still to go here. This is second down. Back to the air here. Inside the 10. Into traffic. Complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on second and goal. Williams. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He dodged the tackle. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We get a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cardinals first down.
Only action now, Murray. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Here's a screen to Benson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Back to the air, Murray. On the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
And it's fourth down.
So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Pulled in at the 20. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, here's Dak. Has it downfield, working left. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Yeah! There we go!
Prescott on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott set to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Love this, giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it'll be first down, Arizona.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray from the pistol. It's completed right side. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. The Cardinals have it, 1 quarter to play, and what's been a rough outing for them. New set of downs for him at the 38. Murray keeps it. He's still going at the 30. Here he goes again. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line.
That's another Cardinals first down.
They'll run here. It's Benson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
So Kyler and the Cardinals looking to tack on 2 more.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate. Just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, first and goal. Look to run with Benson. And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point.
Murray's going to throw for it. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that two-point try. Could have made it a one-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. Means more than likely a couple possessions too, Kate. And we're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
Turpin with a return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. Spears running behind center. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Yeah, here we go.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like...
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
38. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Murray here on first down. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, Murray. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And
this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
It's 7 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Third and long for him here. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
you know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's trying to go deep again. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Now Dak to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down. A whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
New Spears on second down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be third and 11 now.
Brings up third and 11.
Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action now. Murray. Into the hands of Harrison. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
That's good. Cardinals.
Cut near the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a James Conner touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals drop the lead back to 13. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The handoff to Spears. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 37-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Yeah, here we go.
They run once more with Spears. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Yeah, here we go. Like the point.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Here we go.
1st and 10, Prescott. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing again is Dak. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4th.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's another into the hands of Harrison. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 36-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Connor. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. And goes to the hurry up here.
4 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Here's Connor to throw.
at the Cowboys 27-yard line.
Pass it off to Connor. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 11. That's another
First down carry for Connor. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Trying to run it in, Connor. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals now within one score in the fourth. It's a James Conner touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights.
52.
And the Cardinals get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Buda Baker picks it off. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play.
Yeah, here we go. Right, 20.
Prescott on first and 10. Going back to that Pickens well again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A 6-yard
The
pickup.
Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
At the 49.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go. 20.
From the gun is Prescott. Hits him on the end route. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Yeah, 20.
Running the counter, Spears. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts.
A 7-yard
And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
at the 12-yard
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Yeah, here we go. 20.
Prescott set to pass. Escapes the pocket. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. 20. 20.
First and goal. Here's Williams. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys up by 6. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah.
Here's Dak. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design expecting more on the old quarterback instinct there.
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for two.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Running the draw. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Defense did their homework on that one. They were keyed in from the start. They knew exactly who the offense was going to lean on to try to go for two there.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And what a different story here in the fourth quarter. Now they find themselves down by 2 possessions. And this has become must-score territory. Murray here on first down. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
10-yard loss on the play.
Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Has it downfield working the left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Cardinals
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now within 1 score in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals trim the deficit down to 5.
Cardinals 59.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Waiting for that signal, waiting for it. Oh, they've got it. The Cardinals recovered. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. With a win all set, Cowboys in victory formation. They take a knee. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill, What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.